broadcast setting tonight. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. With us tonight, 1990 NBA Dunk Contest finalist, Kenny the Jet Smith. I remember that 90 event. You were terrific. You were skying all over the place.
Man, thanks for having me. But how did they give Dominique that? He did the same dunk 3 times. If you do the same dunk, you're going to get the same score. That doesn't make sense to me. But hey, man, happy to be here.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at Houston. They're down in 9th place so far, still early in the season. And of course, Oklahoma City, a half game back.
And seeing where the Rockets are, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden has led the league in points per game the last 3 seasons. And the Beard said, honestly, it's not even about me scoring. Teams are playing me for the pass. I just try to make the best play, and whether that's scoring or passing, every game is different. Kevin, back to you.
DA, he is dangerous in both facets. He's hard to stop.
The NBA is such an international phenomenon, Kenny. Tearing up this league are some young guns who started outside of the U.S.
Yeah, Giannis, you know, Jokic, and Doncic, you know, they come to mind. He's probably 3 of the top 10 players in basketball right now. You know, it's not, I don't even say it anymore. I don't say international player. I just say he's a player now. I never think about Giannis as an international player.
Our game's been global for so long now that's a great point, because, you know, we had Dirk, and we've had Nash, and we've had Akeem. You know, some of our all-time greats weren't from America.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Diallo. Then there's Horford. And it's George in at the 3. And for the Rockets, they've got Christian Wood. All out there with Harden. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's House in at the 3, the small forward. Oklahoma City shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And the first one at the line is good. Both good from the line that time. And here are the Rockets now. Here's Harden, and it's Harden slamming it down.
Securing his spot on the highlight reel. Harden gets creative on a monster slam.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Wall. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Horford, no luck. The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Well, Kenny, you've played with so many all-time great players, one of which was Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. He was a good one. Do you think we'll ever see another one just like the Dream?
I don't think so. He was so unique. His ability, his footwork, his timing. He led the league in top 10 in 5 categories.
Isn't that amazing?
5 categories.
That's incredible.
Offensively and defensive categories. It's unbelievable. Just a dominant force.
If you think about him, he is what the modern game is today. He was the one guy in his era who played the way bigs can play today.
That's a good thought. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Danuel House. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Harden outside. Over Diallo. And it's Houston with another. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Diallo kicks to Horford. Now here's Diallo, guarded by Harden. Pakusevski with the bucket.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Here's Wall. Last time out he had 14 points. Pass to Cousins. From 8. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
One of the things that makes Boogie Cousins such a tough cover, he's smart, he understands how to use his size, and you talk about big-time skill, my goodness.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, throughout the early part of his career, DeMarcus Cousins was a high-usage focal point of the offense. Now you're being asked to play more alongside other star players and adjust your role. He's done exactly that.
Here's Dort. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Golden State.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And here's Harden. And officials have been more...
Off the bounce, Harden can cause you to hesitate, then he turns on the burner.
Ball against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Diallo. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And here's Wall outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Diallo inside, guarded by Harden. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Rockets trail. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And here's Harden for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Harden's got 11 points.
Money in the bank. Sometimes it seems Harden's just automatic from downtown.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. It's deflected. Stolen by Harden. And here's the fast break. Pull-up jumper. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Thunder have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Diallo, no good.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
That one drops for him.
Wow, and Harden attracts so much attention from the defense. He creates shot opportunities for his guys.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the pass to Pakusevski. 6 to shoot. Dishes it to Horford. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
This is how Al Horford has adjusted to make himself a modern NBA big. In rhythm, off the catch, beautiful.
Now, here is Harden. He's coming off a 22-point game against New Orleans.
And guys, he was also huge on defense, turning away 2 shots and altering countless more.
Near the 3-point line, it's Gordon. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Oklahoma City on D. They trail by 1. Basket counts. Looking at the top 5 picks in the 2018 draft, Kenny, all of them have shown good play, tremendous promise. But if you could choose one for your team, which one would it be? I mean, the Doncic and Young and Jackson and Ayton and
if I had to go over and pick it now,
I mean, there's so many of them.
Man, I'm going straight with Doncic.
I mean, there could be only one. It's not even close.
Yeah,
the Doncic is the only guy on that list that, when it's all said and done, he's got a chance to be a top 10 all-time player.
Yeah, you know what he reminds me of? A more aggressive deadlift shrimp.
Ooh, I think even more than that. To me, he's a combination. I heard Larry and Magic. He's a combination of Larry and LeBron. Because
I can see that.
Magic wasn't like the scorer that those two are. Like, those guys are scorers.
Right. Yeah, I get it.
And then great passing ability. And the other thing about him, he's a better athlete, and he's a tremendous rebounder. I mean, that guy is special.
And now a fast break for the Thunder. Diallo with it, and it's Gordon picking him up, so they take the lead.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Houston making a switch here. Tucker's checked in, and then for Oklahoma City, Baisley's checked in, and George Hill's subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Houston moving the ball around. Tucker can't get it to go.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And the rejection by Harden. Takes a 3. Traps in the tray. Harden's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Rockets.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Pokusevski. He's coming off a 22-point game against Golden State.
I thought his physicality was crucial, too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
Now Harden. George Hill missing on the 3. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Count it. Now Hill. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Golden State.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
Now here is Hill. 6 on the shot clock. Horford no luck. Rockets leading by 4. Kenny, you've played under a number of legendary coaches. What traits do they share, and how were they different?
Well, the great thing about all of them, they had me. So that makes it,
check that box, right? Move that off to the side.
It's something that they all had in common. I'm not saying that it's me, but it is heaven. I think what makes them great, what makes them great is the ability to relate, and also the ability to change direction. Like, you can have a game plan and then all of a sudden change the game plan in the middle of the game and come up with a new one if it's not working.
Well, I even go a step further. You're also, the great coaches adapt to their personnel as opposed to trying to make the personnel adapt to them. That's why Greg Popovich stand out for me, because I remember when the Spurs used to be beating you in the 80s.
Yeah, and now
then he's the guy that started this whole offensive thing.
This running thing.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. So he gets them both. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
Taking a look at some stats for Hill, how he did last season. Averaged about 9 points per game, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, this is a guy who brings a solid skill set. Excellent ball handler, high level of playmaking, the perfect backup point.
Ariza, and again, unable to change momentum here. Rockets leading by 6. Here's McLemore, softly drops in the floater. Not too long ago, we saw a number of NBA players, balk at joining the U.S. national team. Kenny is someone who has played in the colors of red, white, and blue, representing this country. Why aren't players lining up to represent the U.S.?
Well, I think it's also a combination of the teams. The investment that they have in their personal players individually is from a contractual standpoint. They're scared of the risk. So it's not just a player's decision. I'm sure that there are teams that are calling their players and say, we'd rather you not play.
And we've seen big-time injuries in that regard.
And the other thing is, too, our guys now, back when we played, you only did international competition once. Right now, some of these guys have done it for 5, 6, 7 times.
Yes.
And you factor in their long runs in the postseason, man, that's a lot of wear and tear on the body.
A lot of basketball. Thunder trailing by 9. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Hill passes to Ariza. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, this is the veteran instincts of Trevor Ariza, phenomenally using the pump fake to get the contact.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first.
Well, this guy was the 43rd pick in the 2004 NBA draft. And what a career for Trevor Ariza. An NBA championship with the Lakers 5 years after he's drafted. An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Clemens passes to Cousins. Passes to Clemens. He dishes it to McLemore. Just 5 to shoot. Cousins inside. He's covered by Muscala. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. Well, we see rookies like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton who chose to play in the Australian League rather than college basketball. Kenny, is something you would have ever considered had you been in their shoes?
Well, no, I don't think I would have ever been in their shoes, because my thought process would have been totally different. But I do understand how some players will opt for that option, but also it's taking a huge gamble. And, it's going to probably work out for these two talented young players there.
And the reality is most of the guys that have done that, it didn't benefit them. Because what people don't factor in is you're a young kid, you're going to live in a foreign country, a different culture. You're going to be around people you don't know. And generally, you don't get to play the game you played in high school because you're not the focal point. So it is a tremendous risk. And most people don't get to see you play until you get to the league.
That's good from Muscala. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
It's stolen by Hill. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Well, the burst of speed to get to the cup, George Hill making the defense hit him.
The Thunder have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. Free throw drops for Hill.
The leadership that George Hill offers is invaluable. This guy is a phenomenal floor general.
Both free throws good from Hill. Here's Clemens. .106 left to play here in the first. Cousins. Houston with a new 14. That one good for 2. And the Rockets lead by 9.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And here is Hill. Ariza outside. Pass to Baisley. Shot clock at 5. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Clemens, no good. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. 9-point game.
And Ariza much improved as a free thrower over the course of his career.
The Thunder have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. Free throw good from Trevor Ariza. Wood, he's checked in for the Rockets. Both free throws good from Trevor Ariza. So it's the Rockets now. They lead by 7. Here's Clemens. He's guarded by Hill. Here's Clemens. His last outing, he had 8 points. From deep. Can't hit that one. James Harden getting it done for the Houston Rockets. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We'll return shortly. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us about others setting him up a little bit more.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, playing off the ball is something that I'm comfortable doing. Like I'm able to catch and shoot. I'm able to play off, on the wings.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there, and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Thunder, they've got Trevor Ariza. Jackson is out there with George Hill. Then it's Mike Muscala, and it's Baisley in at the 4. Rockets leading by 7. And something from your era that is always talked about, Kenny, hand checking. How big a difference did hand checking make for defenders?
Oh, it made the game easier for defenders, without question. You know, I actually, our series with Greg is the reason there's no hand checking. Because Derek Harper,
There was so much.
he was so aggressive.
The
with the
best,
hand.
I always felt that was a guy. I mean, first of all, he was big and strong, and when he put that hand on you, felt good, didn't it, Kev? He liked that. He liked that.
You could feel it, right? That's what you're saying. You could feel
And he
it.
could literally guide you where he wanted you to go.
Without question.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. The first one falls. A different look for Oklahoma City. Dort's checked in, and Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Hill. Good on both. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Here's Clemens. Wood. They shoot again, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the call. Oklahoma City with the foul. For Houston, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And the first one drops. He hits both from the stripe. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Pass to Muscala. To the inside. Here's Baisley. Waba with the rebound.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Clemens. Now the pass to Nwaba. Misses the finger roll. Thunder trailing by 7. The drive by Jackson. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Rockets have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Jackson comes over with the double. To the wing on the left. Here's Clemens. From outside, off the mark.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Jackson passes to Dort. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's McLemore. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. The Rockets 4th.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
First free throw is good.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
So both teams changing it up here. And so he makes both from the line. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Houston. They've led by as many as 11 points. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. And that'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip.
Well, the craftiness of John Wall on display. When he sees an opening in the defense, he's going to take advantage.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pokusevski, the pass to Horford. Here's Baisley over Gordon. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. There's the triple. That shot, no good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. At the elbow, Horford. Horford double team. Here's Baisley. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Thunder trailing by 5. Floats it up for Horford.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. And the Rockets with possession here and going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
Boy, John Wall's ability to finish through contact, that is great upper body strength.
Here's Dort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's not going to go for him. Wall with some nice D. Rockets leading by 5. Houston moving it around. Hits it from 3-point range. Harden's got 19 points.
Such a confident scorer. As soon as Harden touches the ball, he's ready to fire.
Here's Dort. Pass to Baisley. The 3. Cans it from downtown. Baisley's got 5.
Just 1 for 5 this quarter. You know he wants to help his team, but not sure if shooting is the way to do it.
Now here's Wall. Offensive rebound. Harden, that's good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
This is a timely timeout because this guy is hurting them. They've got to figure it out.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Wood. Diallo, he's checked in for the Thunder. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
You look at Wood, some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Here is Harden after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That one, no good. Thunder trailing by 5. Shot good by Diallo. He's got 7.
What a pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's capable as a scorer, but finds his teammate there.
Houston's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Picked away. Now Diallo, 7 points in the game. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Rockets leading by 3. Harden outside. Back to Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he overshot that one, missing. Thunder trailing by 3. Here's Horford. Here's Diallo. And no good. Gordon with the defensive effort. Houston making a switch here. Cousins is checked in. Rockets shooting the ball at 42%. Harden outside. Cousins inside. Banked in off the glass. Cousins has got his second bucket tonight.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good.
I think what you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the size, athleticism, and instincts he brings to the position. This guy has the whole package.
And it's Wall with the ball for the Rockets. They've led by as many as 11 points. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Sunday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Washington Wizards. And then on Tuesday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets.
And that game against Memphis, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Both shots good from the stripe.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And here's Diallo. 7 points in the game. From past the arc, Dort misses. Rockets leading by 5. All with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Wall, good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
A game they definitely felt they could win, and with a break here or there, they probably could have.
You know what? The stats certainly looked good, but the fact of the matter is they couldn't deliver in the clutch moments, and that's something you've got to figure out moving forward.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Thunder. Hill comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Thunder trailing by 7. Hill passes to Diallo. Now Horford. The dish now to Ariza. The Thunder with another miss. Rockets have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Thunder trailing by 8. Here's Diallo. Good D by Harden.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Gordon. The offensive rebound, but they'll get another chance. And that one's good. Cousins.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Pokusevski. Now Diallo. They can't stop the run with that one.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And the basket by Harden.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Hill with it. Pass to Pokusevski. Here's Ariza. Tries again. Rockets with the rebound. Gordon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. From outside the arc, Pokusevski grabs the miss. Pokusevski's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Horford the pass to Hill. Over to the left wing. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
The Rockets have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. And he sinks the second. 1:58 left to play here in the half. Outside Hill. Outside Horford. Now here's Diallo, guarded by Harden. And stolen by Cousins. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Boy, that is absolutely gorgeous by DeMarcus Cousins. Run the offense through your big man, and he will find the open man.
Kenny, always fascinating to get your take. We sure appreciate you coming by.
Man, it's great to be here, man. Thanks for having me, man. Happy to be here. This is the best studio show up top, but we got the best down here by the bottom.
Are they paying you well? Are they paying you well?
Not as well as y'all are. I tell you, not as well as y'all are.
What a pleasure it was to have Kenny joining us outdoors. He's been in the business for a long, long time.
Boy, as great as Kenny Smith was on the basketball court, he was a tremendous guard, a championship guard. He's been equally impressive off of it. This guy's a mainstay in the studio, Emmy Award winner, truly a special treat.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it, following the score by Houston. Well, while we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. James Harden, number 1.
And he's not going to forget that season anytime soon. And it's safe to say neither will anyone who watched him.
To the left side wing. And McLemore kicks to Nwaba. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Diallo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And people talk a lot about Diallo's athleticism, but this guy also plays with a high motor.
You're right, Greg. He's always in attack mode. He runs the floor, willing to crash the boards. And defensively, this guy shows great lateral quickness, great tenacity, footwork. I get that he's raw, but the upside is absolutely there.
Muscala, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Justin Jackson comes in for Trevor Ariza. And he can't hit the second.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Oklahoma City. Down by 15. Left side, Horford. Shoots over Cousins. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, they get it to the high percentage area, and then it all goes wrong from there.
And it's blocked. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. There's 10 seconds left in the first half of basketball. The pass to Horford. Here's Jackson. No good from the wing.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Rockets lead by 15. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Hey, James, we know that scoring seems to come easy for you. How do you create that mentality out there?
I just like to have fun. You know, it's all for the kids. It's all for the fans. You know, I think that's what we're here for. And so, you know, guys, just go out there, compete, have fun, and just play hard.
My family doesn't think it's all for the kids, but I appreciate your sentiment. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. And returning from his sojourn, doing some in-game analysis, we laughed, we cried, we turned down the volume. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenny Smith.
Yay! Welcome back, buddy. Kenny, man, we missed you. Yeah, I know. You guys missed me. Like how much? Seriously.
Put it in a minimal.
That's not a lot.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. They treated me so well down there.
What's less than minimal?
3 minimal.
How about 0?
I'm so hurt.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Wood, then it's Wall, then it's Harden, and it's House in at the 3 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Harden finds Wall. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 4 assists in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Pokusevski. Horford in the post. Cousins is there. Gilgeous-Alexander trying to free himself up. Horford, no luck.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here. Wall,
no luck.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander facilitating for his team right now. What a pretty pass.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Now here's Harden. He's guarded closely.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Yep, that one goes. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about. And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Here's Dort. Passes it to Diallo. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and that one is stuffed right through.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander attacking and in rhythm on the offensive end.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention four-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. James Harden missing on the three. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And that one, good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Rockets leading by 17. Pass to Cousins. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got his third assist on the night.
Deep low post position. If DeMarcus Cousins has it, turn the lights out.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And no doubt coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. Great showing for him last season. He averaged about 34 points a game last season, 7 assists and 6 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
In the corner, it's Diallo. Shot clock at 6. He kicks to Horford. Shoots over Cousins. Rockets with the rebound. Woods got 8 rebounds in this game. Cousins with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Fades back. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Horford's got the ball. Diallo the pass to Pakusevsky. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot missing. Good work defensively by Harden. Here's Wall, and it's sent back by Horford.
Well, this guy is a consistent shot blocking threat. Al Horford twice on the pipes.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Here's Dort. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Harden's shot is off.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Diallo no good. Houston leading by 19 points. It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now, here is Harden. 33 points for him. Cousins against Horford. Shakes him. And it's Cousins scoring on a gorgeous play. Cousins has got 15.
And just the rugged nature of Cousins getting into the body there offensively.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He gets that one.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Now here's Harden. High post Cousins. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Horford.
Well, DeMarcus Cousins, not a tremendous leaper. So what do? You go to your up fake game and catch that defense off balance.
Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
Three terrific kids. You're right. Here's Bazley. He's got 5, 4 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Rockets leading by 19. Ball with the bounce pass. And they double up Cousins. McLemore with the ball. He's picked up by Ariza. Now Gordon. He has 5. The Rockets again can't hit. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Foul. 2.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
Shoot 2.
And that one misses. Ray, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact, a lot was let go on the floor, to what we're seeing now when there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. You know, eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man. And these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender. Here's Gordon. The Thunder making the shot. To the paint. Here's McLemore. Rebound by Muscala. Thunder trailing by 16. Down low. Here's Ariza. Here's Bazley. And it's blocked. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And here's Gordon. He has 5. Dishes to McLemore. Inside, Clemens.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
Jackson passes to Bazley. Shoots over Tucker. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Rockets leading by 16. Here's Clemens. Kicks to Gordon. Can they get it? And then Gordon with the dunk.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Those three-pointers off the mark.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Now, here's Ariza. Over McLemore. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Tucker's got his 6th rebound on the night. First trip to the line for him here.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark. And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Christian Woods checked in for Houston. Thunder trailing by 20. The drive by Hill. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Now George Hill forces the action inside. Terrific control in the paint, and he earns the call thanks to his aggressiveness.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Houston leading by 19 points. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Another miss by Houston. Muscala with the ball. Pass to Baisley. It's back to Hill. Stolen by Tucker. Gordon outside. Connects from three-point range. Gordon's got 5 points now in the quarter.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
Now here's Ariza. Stolen by Tucker. Now here's McLemore. Clemens up and in on the layup. Clemson's got 5 points so far.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Hill kicks to Muscala. The pass to Jackson. Here's Baisley. 8 points for him. Rebounded by Tucker.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Clemens. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Gordon for 3. Tries yet again. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
1:30 left in the third. Hill dishes to Jackson. Top of the key, Ariza. It's Hill on the wing. 5 to shoot. Can they get it? No good off the back of the rim.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Miller's checked in for Trevor Ariza. Now McLemore. He's got 6. Tucker the pass to Wood. And Tucker kicks to McLemore. Know what? They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. And for the Thunder, they're shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls. He's perfect from the line this time. 46 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Clemens. He's guarded by Hill. The Rockets again can't hit.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Miller, the pass to Baisley. Tries from the block. Jump shot is good. Baisley's got 10 points in the game.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
Here's Clemens. He's guarded by Hill. Releases, and it's sent back by Hill.
I think for a point guard, George Hill has incredible length, superb at timing, when to rise for these rejections.
And so it's Houston cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be right back after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Rockets leading by 22. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He's out there with Hill. And it's Horford in at the pivot, manning the middle.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Now here's Wall. Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now could exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deals, and they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, in their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning.
Thunder trailing by 20. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Well, pick and roll play from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander really starting to come along.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Houston. Passes to Cousins. Over Horford. Cousins with another miss. Oklahoma City shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Harden outside. Pass to House. Pass to Wood. 6 to shoot. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And really, on top of all else Harden does for you at this end, he's a tremendous free throw shooter, around 85% for his career. Clutch.
Now the pass to Wall. Three-pointer. Another miss by Houston.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. It's tipped. Harden with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And finished off by Wood.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Nice D from Cousins. Rockets leading by 19. To the middle, and now a fast break for the Thunder. A slam dunk by Diallo.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Here's Wall. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Cousins with it, and it's Horford picking him up. Left block shot on the way. Passes it to House. 5 on the clock. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Cousins. Horford with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 17. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Harden outside. And stolen by Diallo. Here's Dort, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender. And so it's Houston with it. It's a 13-point game. And here's Harden. And he banks in the layup. Harden's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Wall. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Rockets leading by 13. From deep, Harden. It's good from long range. Harden's got 39.
He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
Here's Dort, and stolen by Cousins. And here comes House, leading the fast break. Lets the three fly, and Harden gets it to go in on the assist by House. Harden's got 9 points in the quarter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Rockets leading by 17. Harden with it, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Diallo. Pass to Dort. 5 to shoot. The Thunder with another miss. And the call will be against Al Horford. That will be foul number 5 on him. Houston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Harden outside. Shoots the 3. Here's Cousins. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Cousins has got 19 points.
Well, big frame, great hands, and Cousins a load on the offensive glass.
The pass to Horford, and stolen by Cousins. Left side, Wall. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Harden outside. Here is House. Outside, Wall. Passes it to Harden. Clock at 6. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. And Cousins throws it down.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Cousins, no good. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Diallo. Pass to Pokusevski. Here's Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Trying to get something going. And the layup is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points in the quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Houston leading by 23. Harden scanning the floor. Jacks up a 3. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Diallo. That shot is off. And the Rockets take it the other way. And it's Houston on the break. Wood with the bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it, following the score by Houston. Harden outside. This one for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Harden's got 47 points.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pass to Dort. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Wood's got 15 rebounds here tonight. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And with the frequency of three-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on threes?
It's crazy. I mean, we're starting to see teams take more threes than twos. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on three-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts, but I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that 3 is going to be vital.
Here's Jerome. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Here's Brown. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 16 rebounds. Maladon passes to Pokusevski. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And the first one drops. John Wall's checked in for James Harden. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Wall, no luck.
and he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt, and they got fined. But is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
You know, I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest, but by the same token, you know, if I got 100, 200 million invested in a guy, I want to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization's all the better for it.
Here's Jerome. No good that time. It's stolen. Makes it off the glass.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
.135 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Wall passes to Wood and finished off by Wood.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Houston.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for James Harden.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Here's Miller following the score by Houston. And he makes good on the layup.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
So it's the Rockets now, following the score by Oklahoma City. Brown feeling it out a bit. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For the 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. And now a fast break for the Thunder. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Now Wall. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. James, another explosive score and productive night for you. How'd you get into that rhythm?
Our teammates did an unbelievable job tonight, man. Every night, every single night of, getting me open, getting me shots, and we came away with the victory. That's all that matters.
Well, they did a great job, man, but so did you. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.